Hi everybody, this is Patty, Rockstar Mom, and welcome to my channel. As I said, this is a new makeup line that is carried from everything I can find exclusively at Walmart. And it was first introduced back in June. And I saw it at some point around then, but I didn't buy it. I was back in Walmart the other day and saw it and thought, you know what, I'm going to try it because everything is under $10. And as I said, it's sold exclusively at Walmart. The name is Pretty Smart, and this is what the foundation looks like. I will tell you that when I was in the store the other day, they were already sold out of a couple of items. So I have substituted I think two things that with other drugstore product. With that being said, let's just go. Now, face is ready. Everything is done. I'm going to start off with the foundation. They were limited on the foundation colors. I probably would have just selected the medium, but instead I chose number 320 light medium neutral. And by the way, everything will be listed in the information box below the video, also as the very first comment. So let's try this foundation. And I do want to show you really quick something that I ordered, and I'm hoping, well, I know I'm going to love it. I got it off of Amazon, and it is let me show you how it comes. It's a little stainless steel plate for putting your foundation or anything that's liquid onto, so that you can, rather than say brush it on the back of your hand or the palm of your hand like I've been doing recently, I can do it on this little stainless steel plate. I've had a little glass plate for years that I bought off of Amazon also. And this was like $4 or $5. The glass one was probably the same, very inexpensive. I've always been afraid that I would break this. We have travertine on the floors in our bathroom, and I've always been afraid I would knock this off and break it. So that's why I went ahead and decided to get this. And with this came a little spatula, look. So if you want to mix foundation, So if you want to mix foundation colors or concealer, anything, or use it to scoop out and rub on, this is a great little tool. And again, it was under $5. It'll be listed. All right. So I tell you what, let's shake this. Well, it won't shake. So we're going to use this instead of the inside of my hand like I've been doing. Okay, here we go. Cross your fingers. Oops. We will see how this works. Let me pick a brush over here. Okay, this is just an IT Cosmetics brush, but anything that's dense, I think will work. Let's hope. Let's hope. I have my mirror. Now, this is a clean brush, so there's nothing else in it that might distort the color or the application. So I'm just going to, okay. I'm going to get it on. I think this is a little bit dark, but you know what? We're old pros at this, aren't we? We're not going to let a little shade, being off a little shade, a little bit, throw us into a tizzy. We're just going to figure out how to make it work. I just want to mainly get and I tell you, that was probably a little bit too much. But I'm going to go ahead and just stipple this now. By the way, while I'm stippling, for those of you who watched my last video on the new Curve Life glue, nail glue, still loving it. Listen, I took these nails off at 14 days. Came off just fine. No damage whatsoever to my nails, my natural nails. And I let my nails rest for about a day. And I put these new ones on. And they've been on now, I guess, 6 days. Still going strong. You know what the best thing is about this is that I don't even think about them. I don't think about them. It's like in my mind I know that I'm not going to have one pop off. I'm not going to lose one. I'm not going to have one get lost. I put on a different nail today. I believe it was the Everlasting that I showed you. It was one of my favorites. I believe that's what these are. I'll list that below in the under the video. Okay. Well, you know, it's a little bit tacky, just a little bit. You can see I use most of it. So that was the Pretty Smart, it says Instant Chemistry Medium Coverage Foundation, and these are vegan. I have my receipt here. The foundation is $9.98. Oh, I know one thing I wanted to do. I also picked up, my lips have been dry here lately. I picked up the Pretty Smart Lip Plumper, and it's in the color light pink. Let's go ahead and put that on. And again, this is my first impression on these. Fairly thin, it's not thick, really not sticky at all. It has something in it that's probably, maybe it smells maybe a little bit mentholy. So we'll see if it plumps these lips. Let me tell you how much that was. The lip plumper was $8.68. One thing they were sold out of was eyeliners. So I grabbed a Sephora eyeliner, and this is the 12-hour retractable in Shimmer Plum. And I'm just gonna tight line. Just want to say, for those of you who are brand new to my channel, I am not a makeup artist. I'm not trained. I am self-taught. I've been wearing makeup since I was in my early 20s, probably in my late teens. And everything I do, I've learned on my own. I am not the expert, but I've learned what works for me. And I'm always learning. Every time I think I've learned pretty much everything that I could know, I learned something else. All right, that's done. I picked a palette, and this is the 104 Celebrity Artist Eyeshadow Palette. It says Perry Twinkle. Well, these are the colors. Perry Twinkle, My Shadow, Whirlwind, and Blender. And these are little cardboard cases, which do not bother me at all. I think some of the cases for makeup, I think that's where the cost is, actually. So, you know, most of mine are going in a drawer. I'm never going to see it. Let me tell you how much this is. Okay, the eyeshadow palette is $9.98. If I had some scissors in here or a knife, should have looked for those in the beginning. Now, you know, for those of you who know me, you know these are my colors. I'm going to start with this pink right there, which I have no idea which one that is. Oh, Okay, that's going on. Better go ahead and get rid of some of that right now. Let's go a different route here. We're going to go with this sort of mauvey color. No rhyme or reason to this, really. I'm 81, and the one thing that, one of many things that has changed over the past few years is my eye shape, I think, is changing. So I've been really working on adjusting the way I apply my shadow. I no longer want my shadow coming out past my eye here, like in a winged, well, I've never really done a winged look. You know, maybe the slightest little tiniest one, but no more. If I wanted to do it, I would do it in a heartbeat. As I've said so many times, there are no makeup police. But I have sat in front of my little vanity mirror probably hundreds of hours playing with my makeup and seeing what works on me. Maybe watching someone who is or is not an expert and trying that on me to see if it works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I wipe it off and try something else. I'm going to go in with a darker color and a smaller brush. This is the color that speaks to me. Whatever you do, remember to blend. For me, I want no harsh edges. I can do that. Okay, I like this. There was virtually no fallout. I think one thing that I'm going to do is, I'm looking in my little monitor over there, is I'm going to take the dark, this one, and I am going to get just a little bit on a little flat type brush, thin, and I'm gonna line or just put a little of that color right on the outside edge of my lashes right there, or my lid. Use this. Just give that a little bit of shadow. This is still a tiny bit tacky, not much. I forgot mascara. They were out of mascara. I've been using this e.l.f. lash extender. This is e.l.f.'s tubing mascara. you know, again, for those of you who are really, really new, as you watch my videos, and by the way, at the end of this video, there's going to be a playlist of nothing but get ready with me's. And you'll see that I do my makeup a lot of different ways. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's whatever mood I'm in that day. And so sometimes somebody will, you know, you've watched others or you've been doing your own makeup for a certain way, maybe, and maybe applying products in a particular sequence forever. But as I said earlier, there are no makeup police. I guess I have learned over the years that we're all different. We like different things. What works on me may not work on you, and what works for you and on you may not work for me. And by the way, for those of you who have been around, you know that I always bend my brushes. If they will bend, this one will not bend. I'm not forcing it. This mascara I have found it's buildable to an extent. I was telling you about the playlist that's going to be at the end of this video, and all you have to do when this video ends, all you have to do is just click on that and it will take you straight to that playlist, and you can watch 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever. They'll keep playing one after another until well, I have so many there because I've been on YouTube for what, 12 years now, maybe 12 years, 13. And so there's a bunch of them. I think they're fun to go back and watch from time to time. So that's that mascara. Brows. I did get a brow product. You've got brow gel. And let's see here. The brow gel was $7.48. The packaging is just as cute as it can be, the pink color. Okay, and I got warm blonde. Other than a dark, that was pretty much my only option. So, you know, we just make things work, don't we? Not too bad. They've looked better, but they've also looked worse. The brow. Okay. I'm going to do concealer, and they did have a concealer. I think it'll be a doe foot, let me tell you. The concealer is $7.97. Oh yeah, a fat doe foot. Whoops. There you go. Let's see what happens. Wrinkles, wrinkles. Try a little bit, tiny bit more. I will say, as a whole, so far at least, I'm certainly not hating this. The next product, and now this is the all-in-one face palette. They did have powder, blush, and bronzer in individual palettes like this size. But they had this one with all three. And this was $9.98 also. $9.98. And the concealer was $7.97. I don't know if I said that. So there's the, whoops, there is the palette. Got my scissors. And it has the little, so I'm going to start with the, with the bronzer, and then I'll use the blush. And oh, let's see if they give colors. Light Natural Photo Blur Perfect Finish, Hermosa 2 Talc-Free Bronzer, and Goddess Extra Pretty Pressed Blush. Okay. We're going to start with the bronzer with just a get rid of this double chin as much as we can. And those jowls right there. Okay, I think this is not a highlighter. I think this is the powder, which I don't think I'm going to use. And then I'm going into the blush. Same brush. I have started trying to remember to place my blush higher and a little bit further out. And I think this was a Wayne Goss trick. What Wayne basically said was, and this has been a while ago, that as we age, and unless we've had work done on our faces, we're starting to sag, we're starting to drop. And when we do, where our placement, well, we used to hear all the time to put our blush on the ball of our cheek when you smile, right here. But when you put it there, and then with a rested face, it drops. So it brings your blush down. And so I try to remember. I don't always. As I say, not an expert. I'm going to wipe. I don't have my little color sweep in here, so I'm just going to use a tissue and sort of blend all that in. I may put a tiny bit of powder under my eyes where I put the concealer. In fact, where's my concealer brush? Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. So far, so good. Going back into my eyeshadow with that little thin brush, and that can be any thin brush. And I'm going to go into that darker. give my lower lash line a little definition because I have virtually no eyelashes. Lower lashes. Listen, I used to line those eyes all the way in. I don't anymore. Soften that. I don't believe that the lip plumper plumped my lips, but the last product is the Pretty Smart A+ Matte Liquid Lipstick, and I got the color 089 Secure, and that's what it looks like. And let me tell you, lipstick, $8.68. See what that, ooh, pretty color. I think it'll match my eyes, hopefully. I like this color a lot, a whole lot. As always, now it's time to tune and tweak. You'll notice one thing I always do, I start any color on the outside of my face, just in case it's too much. It's easier to get off over there. It doesn't show as much. Pretty Smart. What do you think? Have you tried this yet? I'll be interested to hear in the comments what you guys think about it, those of you who have tried it. Let us know, and if you're the least bit interested in buying it, you might look through the comments and see if someone else says they've tried it and what they think about it. Listen, I can do this. I thought the foundation for sure was going to be a little bit dark, but as you can see, it worked. I think when I put the little shimmer eyeshadow on right here, I thought, oops, we may have an issue here, but I think that's fine. Yes, you know, I will wear this. Get that up into my hairline so we don't see. What do you think? Again, every single thing that I'm showing you today is listed below this video in the where you see the word more. Look for it, you'll find it. Click on it and a box will open up and you'll be able to see everything I've shown you and a lot more. And you can again, the only place that you can purchase this is on Walmart. I do not have a setting spray. I don't think they had a setting spray. I don't remember, but I didn't get one. But I'm pretty sure they didn't have one. But again, I could be wrong there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me over all these years. I know some of you have You have just been around forever from day one. Many of you have been around from day one. You tell me that all the time, and I know your names when I read your comments. I know exactly who you are. And I know that you've been with me for a long time, and I'm always, always interested in all of you who are new or newer. So thank you for watching. I hope that you will take some time to be good to yourselves. Take care of yourself. When we get to be our age, or we in many instances are taking care of others, family members especially. And in order to take care of them, we need to take care of ourselves first. We just need to be good to ourselves so that we can be good to others. We need to be kind to ourselves so that we can be kind to others. Know that I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.